All right, let's talk about Josh Hart. Apparently, he made some comments about the Pistons heading to the playoffs. Some people call the comments reckless, but let's not waste no time. Let's get to it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. I'm sure Piston Talk playlist more videos like this. Let's listen to what Josh Hart had to say.
Josh, you know your matchup is going to be now. What are your thoughts on facing the Pistons in the first round?
That's good. Good young team. We know the type of brand of basketball that they play, so we got to go out there and not just match their physicality, but we got to exceed it. We got one more game, in Brooklyn, obviously Sunday, so we got to focus on that. But we have a week to prepare for them.
So that's not the clip I truly was looking for, right? So that's really not all he said. Let's see if we can find the full clip on X. That's not exactly what he said. So let's see if we can find the full clip. So see if we can find it. So it may not be any video of it. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. So hopefully I got it right with this one. So
that's good. Good young team. We know the type of brand of basketball that they play, so we got to go out there and not just match their physicality, but we got to exceed it. We got one more game, in Brooklyn, obviously Sunday, so we got to focus on that. But we have a week to prepare for. We're not playing close to our best basketball. I think this week we'll look at situations, and how to get us playing our best basketball offensively, defensively, and figuring it out. So we'll play, Saturday or Sunday. We'll figure that out. But we gotta go out there, end the season right against Brooklyn, and then prepare mentally and physically. We got to find what makes this team successful, and work on that. And obviously, playoff basketball is a different level. The intensity picks up, the physicality picks up. So we got to make sure we spend, like I said, this week, preparing physically, but more importantly, mentally. We got to know them inside and out.
So once again, that's not the comments that I read. So all right, that's what he had to say. So we'll have to read them. He said Detroit is good, bro. So he said this on the podcast. So considering the Knicks are the third seed in the East, they will take on the Pistons, who's likely finished the sixth seed. Prior to the matchup being confirmed, Hart made some serious comments about the Pistons. He said Detroit good, bro. I'm so curious to see them in the playoffs because it might be us playoffs. The game is a different game, Hart said about the Pistons. But this is why I think it might benefit Detroit, because they are so young and reckless and wild. They're going to be so naive to the fact this is the playoffs and this is a different game, he added. So Hart on the Pistons is going to be naive. He said this isn't a 52 in an 82 game season. Keep that in. They're going to be so naive. They're going to go out there and hoop freely, and that's the beauty of it, Hart said. Sometimes there's a little bit of beauty in ignorance of the situation, the 30-year-old concluded. As things stand right now, Hart will get soon an opportunity to prove his point. So basically, I'm not a fan of players having a podcast. I'm not a fan of players being in the media in general, especially current players in the media in general. I'm not a fan of that. That need to stop. I don't understand why current players have the need to have podcasts. And the reason I'm not a fan of that is because they put their foot in their mouths. You know what I'm saying? So But nonetheless, it may be some truth into what he's saying about the Pistons being young and naive, but also basically what he's saying is all the pressure's on the Knicks. They got the experience, they got the high profile roster, they got Cat making hundreds of million, Bronson is making a bunch of money. Mikal Bridges is really good, making some bread. OG and Abai got paid, so they got the high payroll. They got Mitchell Robinson on there making some bread. And Hart has said some things about Detroit in the past and not wanting to play in Detroit, and he's not that good. He's one of those just glue guys, some tough guys to get rebounds, and he ain't that good to be talking the way they run their mouth and got a podcast. He's just not that good to be talking. I'll just say that. He's a average guy. But, that's just my opinion, right? So it doesn't make it factual, but that's just where I'm coming from. But continuing on, yeah, he's an average guy. But it might be some truth to a statement. Pistons don't have what he's saying is the Pistons don't have the pressure on them. There's no pressure on the Pistons. They can just hoop. But the pressure on the Knicks with that high, payroll, they supposed to be going to the, at least the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, I think they didn't make it. They lost to Indiana. A lot of people picking the Pistons over them, which I think is crazy. But we'll see. Playoff basketball is different. It's more of a half-court game, which I think fits the Pistons. They are really good defensively. They run good half-court sets. So, like I said, the Pistons can guard the Knicks, but not every Knick can guard the Pistons. The only guy that they really don't have an answer for is Karl Anthony Towns. They can guard OG, they can guard Bronson. They can guard these guys. But these guys, per se, OG can guard anybody damn near. But, for the most part, who can guard Cade? You know what I'm saying? They can put OG out there, but they switch so much, so it don't even matter. So it'll be an interesting series. I probably still favor the Knicks from an experience standpoint of view, but they play so many minutes in Thibodeau. Then he shortens rotations to 6 or 7 during the playoffs. He's just not the brightest coach. You know what I'm saying? He just, he's meant just to be an assistant defensive coach. That's just what it is. He's not a head coach material. So, but hey, we'll see what happens. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs down the video if you want. Next to the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link in the description. First link. Under Follow me everywhere. You can find my other platforms. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.